Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you got this far, you will know that today I will be reviewing the Wave 12 version of the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger. You can see he's out of the box already because I've had him a little while. He was delivered, I think Christmas Eve or the day before. So obviously I wanted to unbox him and have a look. So he's obviously out of his packaging and I've played around with him somewhat a little bit. This is the last of the windowed packaging that we're going to see, so anything after this should be the new plasticless packaging, so goodbye, which makes me sad a little bit because I like seeing these little display boxes and it just makes them a little nicer to unbox for me personally. Unboxing the difference with this one and the Street Fighter crossover, I must admit I do enjoy unboxing these a little bit more. I don't know whether it's a psychological thing, but I enjoy it. But saying that, I am all for less plastic, so there we go. So taking a look at the box, we have got our normal Lightning Collection, or what was normal box, which is all color coded. It's got our Mighty Morphin Black Ranger, his artwork at the bottom, which wraps around to the side with our MMPR logo at the top, with our black part of the box at the top. Another bit of artwork, got all our legal bits on the bottom, and some warning signs and a render of the figure. And looking at the figure, he does come with his helmet on. I've taken it off because I wanted to display him without his helmet. I will show it to you in a sec. But this is how I have posed mine inside the little diorama of command center that I had made. So they're all helmetless in there. So the only difference that you will see on this one is that they have coloured the outside of the coin part of the morpher red. The original one was black, and there is a small update on the helmet. And looking at the helmets, these are the difference. So this is the new one that comes with Adam. I have swapped it out, so this is my MMPR display one, which is why he's got the axe. It doesn't come with the axe, so don't expect it to. And this one here is the old one. As you can see, it looks a bit more squished. The eyes aren't as obvious on there either, and the tusks look a little bit different. They sort of follow the line of the helmet rather than come up into the visor like on the new one. So there's the differences of the new helmet here to the old one here. Taking a look at the new head sculpt, so this is the new Adam one. It looks fairly similar to the other ones that we've seen so far. He does have a different hairstyle in this one. Generally they are all good head sculpts and do all look like Adam, which is lucky for him. I think it's just the same as what we've seen before, really. It is slightly different, but once you've seen one good Adam head sculpt, you've seen another. Looking at the figure, so we've got all the normal articulation in the foot, the boot swivel, got double jointed knees, they're not pinless, got a thigh swivel, the legs do move as much as you want them to. My arms are a bit stiff on the butterflies, so they don't, as you can see here, if I start trying to bend that up, this part of the arm seems to want to separate, so I'm having to be very careful not to break that. And my head is a little bit loose. Only downside to this figure, and I don't know if it's the same for all, I haven't watched many reviews on this, but the neck does seem to separate, which could end up causing you a problem later if you're going to keep switching out the heads. That's the reason I'd put the new helmet on this one, so if I wanted to chop and change helmets and stuff, then I can, and just leave Adam's head sculpt on this new one. This one doesn't seem to be as better quality as the old one, unfortunately. But all the articulation, that's the same that we've seen. The black looks nice and the white looks nice. The head sculpt's cool. Now it does come with some accessories. So we don't get the axe. You get a closed holstered version of the Blade Blaster, a bladed version of the Blade Blaster, and we get the gun version of the Blade Blaster. So we get all three modes there. 2 fists, 2 weapon holding hands out of the box, a new gun, and a blast effect for that gun. Now apparently the gun wasn't used by Adam, and he was used by Zach in an earlier season. I don't remember this being used, to be honest, and I think it was one of those one episode things. But they did touch on it on the live Hasbro Pulse reveal and did say that the reason for that was because they didn't feel that we needed another power axe. So comparing him to other Black Rangers, this is the lot that we have so far. I don't believe I've missed anything. So we've got the original one here that come with a squishy helmet. Then we've got Zach, which I've posed without a helmet, that come with the Dragon Shield. Then we've got our two different versions of Adam, which are both the same, but one with a helmet and one without. Then we've got our Metallic and our Ninja. And this is the entire of Wave 12, so we're looking at completing some teams here, or getting close to, which is really nice, or adding to extra teams, all that sort of stuff. So I will share my final thoughts on the figure. So my final thoughts on this figure are that it's a good figure. The white looks nice against the black. I don't know whether it's because my other one's older. I have obviously just switched helmets on this one. It's nice to get an updated helmet as well. I'm all for having re-releases of the MMPR, just because some of the helmets are so bad, like the red one. I would love to see another re-release of blue, seeing as people are struggling to get it. And to get another, so I could put an unhelmeted version of Billy up on my shelf and be able to update the helmet would be cool. You can tell that the build quality on this is lacking, considering I've changed the helmet once and it's kind of separated the neck joint already, so that's not cool. For the price point, I don't think it's too bad, considering they're giving us all three of the holstered weapons. We are getting like a primary weapon, for example, like what would have potentially have been the axe in replacement of. We're still getting a small lightning piece for that, so that's cool. We're getting changeable hands still. So in my opinion, to be able to, if they put the price up a little bit and we got all three versions of the blaster with each figure, I would have been more than happy with that, because to be able to not display them as a gun in the holster when that never happened really seemed to make sense. I can understand, like, obviously having the figure holding it and to be able to potentially use it rather than just have like a closed blaster sitting in the holster. Obviously it makes sense to do that, but for me, I would rather, and considering that probably the main bulk of collectors or people that are buying this are older collectors that are using them as display pieces, I would much rather have the closed blaster. Before I go, just a quick reminder of my competition. I will put a link of it in the description. I am giving away a Zero Ranger 5, the red one. So if you want to get your hands on that, just click the link in the description. It will take you straight to my Instagram page with the post with the details on there. And the winner will be revealed at the end of the month. I think it's 1st of January I did it till, so you've still got until then to be able to enter. Obviously if you're watching this after that, then you won't be entered into it because it would have ended. But let me know your thoughts on this figure. Is it something that you're going to grab, or is it an easy skip considering that you already have the black one? Personally for me, it was an easy grab, mainly because of the updated helmet and the fact that I wanted a second Black Ranger to be able to have in my unhelmeted display anyway. So for me, it was perfect. But I hope you all had a good Christmas, and I will see you again soon. I am going to be reviewing the rest of Wave 12, so keep an eye on my channel for that. And I hope you all have a good week. Bye.